Coach Nick here at Fort Worth Strong, dropping our correctives for the week. So we're in week 2. We're doing these on Thursdays in our group setting after our running intervals. We have 4 exercises I'm going to show you today, and I'll kind of walk you through the reps that we're going to do, the time that we're going to spend in the stretches. But our 4, we've got cat-cow, we've got a static wall stretch, we have ankle cars, and then we will finish with a block stretch. And so I've got 2 yoga blocks there that I'm going to use to elevate my arms. When we get to it, I'll show you, but you can use different things that'll kind of take place of that. So I've got crash pads or something that's just, again, going to elevate the arms a little bit, but real minimal. So 2 yoga blocks, a wall, and we'll get through this. But first, we're going to start with a set of 10 cat-cows, pretty common exercise. We utilize this in our warm-ups quite a bit, but looking to get some movement through the spine. So my hips are stacked over my knees, my shoulders are over my hands, and I'm going to go through some spinal flexion. So it's a big round of the back, and then I've got spinal extension, where I do the opposite. I try to extend my back. And so big one with this is taking your time and matching your breath with it. But I'm going to start at my tailbone, and I'm going to go through my flexion first. So I'm going to tuck my hips, and then you can see now that my low back kind of pops up. I'm going to go low to mid back, upper back, and then all the way into my neck. And so I'm hitting each segment. So I've got my lumbar, my thoracic, and then my cervical. Just trying to create some space and movement. So I'm taking it vertebrae by vertebrae as best I can and breathing as I go through it. And then the extension would be the opposite. I flare at the pelvis. I'll go through a anterior tilt, kind of drop my low back, my mid back, pull at my shoulders, raise my head. But then I'll just work through those 2. So flexion, extension, taking them slow. But you got 10 there. And then second, we're going to go to our static wall stretch. So static just meaning we're not moving, but it doesn't mean it's a passive exercise. So with this, I've got feet squared up. I'm going to go pretty narrow with my stance, so I don't need a whole lot of space between my feet. And then with this, I'm going to extend at the knee, so locking those knees out, getting my quads engaged, so I'm squeezing at the thighs. And then on top of that, I'm also going to pull my toes down to my knees. So we're going to hold this for 2 minutes, and if we're doing this right, you should feel some burning. If you're staying engaged that whole time, especially at the shins, as we try to actively pull those toes down as we're in that ankle flexion. But stay engaged there 2 minutes. And then we move on. We're pairing that with an ankle car, so something that's going to work. Similar muscle groups, but car is a word we're throwing out there, but all that stands for is controlled articulate rotation. So set up for this, I'm going to trap one side, just let my other leg relax. I want my knee over my hip, and then we're drawing or articulating some rotations or circles at the ankle. We're going to go 20 in this counterclockwise direction, trying to go with as much range of motion as I can, under control, and then we're going to go 20 in that counterclockwise direction. So I kind of use or think about my big toe being a marker, and that's what I'm drawing circles with. So a lot of movement through that lower leg, same thing, that's going to really fire up the tibias, or that muscle group really that kind of lines the shin. Great resolve for post-running, pre-running, and just kind of creating some balance through the calves since that backside gets so much work. And then finally, we've got our static block stretch. So this one's going to be more posture related. This will be prone, so I'm face down, I'm lying on my chest. With the arms, we're going to kind of create this 90-90 at the elbows, kind of like a field goal. But when I get set up, I'm going to lay my forearm across the block. Just going to stay relaxed there on both sides. And this one is passive. So it's a nice finish. We're going 3 minutes here, where we just try to settle and relax as much as we can into this stretch. A lot of these passive stretches, you're not going to feel a ton right off the bat, first minute or so. But the more we can just focus on our breath and, again, just settling into this, the more we'll get out of it. And we'll really feel, I'll show you what it looks like. If we need to, we can elevate that a little bit more. But by the end of it, it's a chest opener, so we'll see or feel a nice stretch through the chest, the anterior shoulder into the delts, and it's just a good way to kind of finish or round off that series of 4 exercises.